a world consumed by noise, where everyone seems eager to fit into neatly labeled boxes, there exists a rare archetype of men who thrive outside these societal constructs. The Sigma males, unlike their alpha counterparts, who dominate the spotlight, or the betas, who often prefer to follow, Sigmas chart a course that is uniquely their own. Their quiet confidence, unconventional mindset, and mysterious aura make them some of the most intriguing personalities you'll encounter. But what sets them apart? Why do they seem so comfortable in their own skin, unbothered by the relentless chase for validation? This deep dive explores the defining traits of Sigma males, unraveling the subtle yet potent ways they command respect and wield influence without seeking it. 1. The power of being underestimated. At first glance, Sigma males may not appear particularly noteworthy. They often blend into the background, allowing others to dominate conversations or showcase their talents. Yet this apparent invisibility is one of their greatest strengths. Like the still surface of a deep ocean, there's far more happening beneath than meets the eye. Being underestimated grants Sigmas a unique kind of freedom. When people assume you're unremarkable, they let their guard down. In workplaces, they openly discuss strategies and plans, never suspecting that the quiet individual in the corner is absorbing every word. In social settings, they might dismiss the Sigma as aloof or disinterested, unaware that he is quietly analyzing group dynamics. This ability to observe without drawing attention is a Sigma's secret weapon. Unlike alphas, who often need to assert their dominance loudly, Sigmas are content to let others underestimate them. It's a form of camouflage, enabling them to navigate situations without interference. And when the time is right, they reveal a flash of brilliance, perhaps a sharp observation or an unexpected skill that leaves others questioning how they overlooked him for so long. Example: imagine a workplace scenario where a team is brainstorming solutions to a complex problem. While others scramble to showcase their ideas, the Sigma male listens intently, piecing together patterns and contradictions. Days later, when the initial plans falter, he quietly steps in with a solution that not only works but also demonstrates a deep understanding of the issue. By this time, his quiet demeanor has become an asset rather than a hindrance, earning him respect without ever demanding it. 2. Mastering the art of patience. Patience for many is a virtue. For a Sigma male, it's a finely honed skill. While most people rush to act, speak, or react, Sigmas understand the power of waiting. Their patience is not passive but deliberate, a calculated strategy that allows them to assess situations, gather information, and choose the optimal moment to act. This quality can be unnerving to others. In a world that values instant gratification, the Sigma male's ability to wait, calmly and without agitation, feels almost otherworldly. It's the kind of patience that disarms opponents and unsettles those who rely on predictability. Illustrative anecdote. Consider a heated argument where tempers flare and accusations are hurled like weapons. While others react emotionally, the Sigma male remains composed. He watches, listens, and lets the dust settle. When he finally speaks, his words are measured and impactful, often diffusing the situation or turning the tide in his favor. His patience isn't a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of control. Deeper insight, patience as a weapon. Sigmas understand that time is a resource, one that can be wielded like a sword. In negotiations, for instance, they let silence stretch uncomfortably long, forcing the other party to fill the void, and often concede better terms. In conflicts, they allow their adversaries to exhaust themselves with drama while conserving their own energy. Their restraint often leads to outcomes that others can only achieve through force or manipulation. 3. The subtle art of letting others think they've won. There's a quiet genius in knowing when to let others believe they've won. Sigma males have no interest in hollow victories or superficial displays of dominance. Instead, they focus on the long game, understanding that letting someone else feel triumphant in the short term can lead to greater advantages later on. This approach is both disarming and strategic. When others are consumed by the satisfaction of a perceived win, they rarely notice the Sigma male's subtle influence in steering outcomes. It's a bit like a chess master allowing an opponent to capture a pawn, knowing it will set up a checkmate several moves down the line. For example, in a work scenario. In a team meeting, a colleague might push for an idea that the Sigma male knows will fail. Rather than wasting energy arguing, he nods along, perhaps even offering minor support. Months later, when the plan collapses, the Sigma's earlier reservations come to light. By this time, he has not only avoided unnecessary conflict, but has also gained credibility for his foresight. 4. Forgive easily, forget nothing. Sigma males are not ones to hold grudges. When wronged, they forgive quickly, not out of weakness but because they recognize the futility of harboring resentment. However, forgiveness does not mean forgetfulness. They keep a mental ledger, noting patterns of behavior and red flags for future reference. This duality, the ability to forgive while retaining an unflinching memory, allows Sigmas to maintain relationships without leaving themselves vulnerable. They may continue to interact with someone who has betrayed their trust, but their interactions will be marked by a subtle but unmistakable shift. Less personal information is shared, fewer opportunities for betrayal are provided, and a quiet distance is maintained. For example, a colleague who once took credit for a Sigma male's work might find him cooperative in future projects but noticeably reserved. While the Sigma doesn't seek revenge, he ensures that such a betrayal won't happen again, all while maintaining a professional and cordial demeanor. 5. Testing without revealing. Sigma males have an uncanny ability to assess others without tipping their hand. They are natural observers, quietly gauging the character, intentions, and reliability of those around them. This isn't done through overt questioning or manipulation, but through subtle interactions that reveal more than they appear to. How they test people. Listening. Sigmas pay close attention to what people say and, more importantly, how they say it. Tone, body language, and word choice provide clues to a person's authenticity. Observing under pressure. They watch how individuals handle stress, setbacks, and challenges, as these moments often reveal true character. Casual probing. A seemingly innocuous question about someone's values or priorities can provide the Sigma with insights into their deeper motivations. Through these methods, Sigmas quietly determine who they can trust, who they should avoid, and who might become valuable allies. 6. The power of silence. In a world where everyone seems to compete for attention, Sigma males stand out by saying less. Their words are deliberate, chosen with care, and often leave a lasting impression. This restraint creates an air of mystery, drawing people in and making them curious about the man who speaks sparingly but meaningfully. Strategic use of silence. In conversations, Sigmas listen more than they talk, allowing others to reveal themselves. Their silence is not awkward but intentional, giving them control over the direction of the interaction. In conflict. When others argue or seek validation, the Sigma male's refusal to engage in trivial disputes often positions him as the more composed and rational party. In leadership. By speaking only when necessary, Sigmas command attention when they do contribute, making their words carry greater weight. 7. Knowing when rules don't apply. Society thrives on rules, but Sigma males understand that not all rules are absolute. They have the wisdom to discern which guidelines serve a purpose and which are merely constraints imposed by tradition or bureaucracy. This doesn't make them rebels, it makes them pragmatists. Breaking rules. Strategically. In workplaces. While colleagues may get bogged down by red tape, Sigmas quietly find more efficient ways to achieve their goals. They don't make a show of breaking the rules. They simply do what works. In life choices, Sigmas reject societal expectations that don't align with their values. Whether it's choosing an unconventional career path or eschewing traditional milestones like marriage, they live authentically, unbothered by external pressures. Sigma males are enigmas, often misunderstood but deeply respected by those who take the time to see beyond their quiet exteriors. Their strength lies not in loud proclamations or overt displays of power, but in their ability to navigate life with a calm, calculated, and deeply independent approach. They don't seek attention, but they command respect. They don't play by the rules, but they achieve results. And while others chase validation, they remain steadfastly true to themselves. In a world driven by conformity, Sigma males remind us of the power of authenticity, patience, and quiet strength. That's all in this video, soldiers. If you like the video, consider subscribing to the channel. Now go out, conquer the world, because you are the chosen one.